Hey guys, what's going on everyone? It's John here from CONTRABIM and we are back with another short tutorial on Archicad. In today's session, we are going to be talking all about how to generate a label that will provide us an accurate percentage slope. Now in Archicad out of the box, we do have the option for generating some labels, but typically those are going to be in degrees. Now in Archicad we have a few different elements that slope: roofs, beams, and pipes. The MEP tools actually do have their own custom label that can generate a percentage slope, but for beams and roofs we really don't have the option out of the box, and so that's what we'll talk about today, is how we can take a degree slope and convert that to a percentage slope. And then more importantly here, what I'm really trying to achieve is a percentage slope feedback based on a mesh, because typically when modeling site concrete for a project, we'll almost always want a documentation here to indicate a percentage slope from a mesh element. So like in this case, if I was to model in the sidewalk or this topping slab here, this is a civil drawing just for reference, but you can see here that they've indicated percentage slope along these grade breaks, and all of those are indicated with just an arrow for the direction and then obviously the value of the slope. Now it's important to have an accurate annotation here, an accurate measurement on this, for the sake of just making sure that what is modeled and what is designed is going to be code compliant. And so that's one of the main drivers here for really trying to generate these labels that will provide us with a slope documentation. So we'll cover the workflow here first on how to set up the label that will actually provide us a percentage slope feedback, and then we'll discuss the method for how we can apply that to a mesh in this case in order to connect the dots here and actually get a measured percentage slope value that we can use for annotation purposes on our drawings. So okay, before we really dive into it here, I do want to just point out that if you want to learn more about this, then we have a detailed blog that goes further into the background of this, as well as a free download that will essentially include this rig that we're looking at here, and so you can get the sample labels that we will be generating, as well as some of the behind the scenes properties that we will be talking about here in just a moment. So okay, let's take a look at our kind of basic modeling elements here and the inputs that we have for adding a slope to our roofs and our beams, and then our pipe and ductwork is somewhat a little different, but we'll talk about that as well. So number one, our roofs. So if we actually highlight this roof that's already placed here, we do already have the ability to plug this in directly at a designated percentage value. So you can see here as we change this, it's going to change that label there, and obviously it's outputting here in degrees. Now this particular label that we're looking at is actually an auto text parameter here that is going in, and this pitch is coming from the parameters from our roof here. So we can see exactly where that's coming from here, and this is being outputted in a degree slope. So that's how we're getting it, and we do not have an option for changing that calculated value either in our working units to percentage. So we don't have an option here for percentage, and we don't have an option under our calculation units for percentage either. And as the same thing with our dimensioning, we don't have an option for that either. So for our area down here, you can see we have decimal degrees, degrees, minutes, seconds, gradient, radian. If we go to our dimensions here under our angle, we do not have an option here either for percentage. So that's really our whole goal here, once again, is to output this into a percent. Now we do have several different opportunities here for inputting here, which can be nice. So I often like going with like a clean, like 1 to 12 or 2 to 12, or define the slope on a specific ratio. So that's pretty common. That's what we often see with like roof framing plans. But in this case, yeah, we can enter a percentage, but we cannot necessarily label on that percentage. So we'll get to that here in a moment. With our beams, we are a little bit more restricted in terms of our input method, and we only in this case have the opportunity to provide it in degrees. So a little bit less in terms of ability to enter different values based on either percentage or a ratio. With our pipe, we do have the option, if we go into our settings here, to input this. And you can see here, this is our slope angle. So again, this is in degrees. But what's nice about the Archicad 26 labels is we do have the opportunity to label this pipe and pick and choose what percentage or what units of measurement that we output this to. So you can see here that our slope, we can pick and choose from any one of these, and we can choose how many decimals that we are taking that to. So there's actually two different labels: the basic label, which will provide this percentage slope, and then there's also this MEP slope label, which provides a little bit different feedback. It gives us an arrow, and if we actually reverse our slope on this particular pipe, you'll see that it will reverse that direction of that arrow, which is kind of nice to indicate what direction it's flowing. So this slope arrow is always going to be in a positive measurement, and it's always just going to point in the direction that it is sloping. So, okay, so I think we've covered these labels that we already have set up. Now let's jump into the next step here, which is going to be taking a look at some properties that we've had to set up in order to actually take our degrees and then translate that or convert that over to our percentage slope. So as part of our property manager here, under our surveying category, which is a CONTRABIM kind of special section that we've set up for surveying purposes, these slopes and measurements are really kind of like a surveying type of indicator and parameter here. So that's why we are locating it here under our surveying. And so what we've done here is we've created two new properties. One that goes in and captures a few different parameters that are providing the angle in degrees. And so we can see here our data type is set to angle. This is an expression, and within our expression we've listed three different values here that will go in and return the roof pitch. It will return the beam slant angle. So if we click on these, you'll see where these are coming from. And then there's also one generic or general parameter here called slant angle, which is under this general parameters. I've noticed that this does not work on a roof, but it will work on a slab. So I've added it to this sequence here as well. And so once we've collected this information here for these degrees, for these different types of elements, then we can take those and we can run a really simple formula here. If you remember your trigonometry from high school or geometry class, this is the tangent of our degree multiplied by 100 gives us our percentage slope. So we can add this by simply going in to our trigonometrical functions. We can pick our tangent here. It's telling us here our angle. So where is this value coming from? Well, we need to go back in to our properties, and then under our surveying, we have our angle degree, and then we would just simply multiply that by 100 is how we've created this. But of course, we are going to delete that so that this property actually works for us. Okay, so last thing I want to touch on here real quick before we exit the property manager is just the classifications that we have available. Now, the first one here in the list is actually a custom classification that we've created that helps us with some of we put this under our construction. And so under here we have several different kind of outside the box type uses. These are different classifications that aren't part of the Archicad version 2.0 baseline classification. So we've added this last section here, and so we've assigned this to annotations, and that's where we have the ability to tag and place certain elements that are for annotation purposes only. So you'll see that here in a moment. Now, these other elements or classification types that are listed are roofs and beams, because we want those available for whenever we're modeling with those sloped elements that we discussed previously. So, okay, let's close this out. Now, we've already placed a few elements here. We have a roof, and after explaining how those properties are set up, this label that we're seeing here is just an auto text label. So it's all we're doing is going in and we can pull out any auto text that we want. And so in this case, we are going to roll these up and we're going to go down and we're going to add in our, well, let's add our angle degree so we can see how that's coming through, and then our slope percentage. And so now we have both. And in this case, we're just going to kind of hit return on that. Now, our percentage in this case is being returned just as a number. If we want to just give it a unit here or that percentage symbol, then we can just simply add that here to our auto text. And now we can see both of those at once. And so if we go in and we change this to any certain value, say like, let's go 2 inches in, sorry, I'm in decimal feet here, so it's a little bit tough to point or plug this in, but if we go 0.25 feet, then that we can see how that's going to change and update both of those. Okay, so same exact thing for our beams here. We have our degree already being listed, and that is from our beam slant angle here. And of course, we can go in and we can hit return on this, and we can add that new slope percentage here. And once again, we would just give it the percentage symbol, and so that reads nice and clean. So, okay, so that's pretty much an overview here of how we can create that percentage property to be able to list these. Let's take this one step further and apply it back to our mesh, which is really the end goal here, is to be able to model in a mesh based off several different measurements here. So in this case, we're looking at this analysis of this sidewalk and where it's matching a topping slab. You can see we have a few measurements in here already for different slopes. And so in order to actually calculate these based on a mesh, we actually need to model in what we're calling in this case an annotation type object, and so that is going to be our beam in this case. So you can actually see if we select this and we look at our properties here, this is a beam that's assigned as an annotation beam, and so we're actually placing these and using these as a way of defining a measured percentage slope. So if we drag this up here and we make a copy and we stretch this beam to our corner here, we haven't changed the slope at all. But if we take this, let's just do a little marquee around this section. We can take our beam and we're just going to match it exactly to our elevations from our mesh, and so this will give us that exact percentage slope between those 2 points. Now if we take this again and we're going to grab both of these, we're going to rotate a copy in that direction and in that direction, and we're going to quickly just adjust the boundaries here. We can set these to where they need to be and pretty quickly get the feedback on that percentage slope. Now, obviously, this is something to do after you've modeled the mesh and you have a kind of final state for how you are planning on designing, in this case, some finished concrete. But when you do want to go and annotate it and have your measurements be very accurate. This is the method that at least I've come up with that seems to work really well, and for the purpose of documenting things, it does the job. So okay, so that's really the workflow here. I will just say, if you want these beams to kind of disappear here a little bit further from our view, then all we would need to do is come in here, and we have this dotted large spacing that seems to work really well for just highlighting, or for keeping the beam there, but then removing it essentially from view here. And so based on just switching our line type there real quick, it's still there. We can still see it kind of ghosted out when we hover over it. If we actually zoom in, you can see that there are a few little points here that indicate there is still that measurement there, but it does the job, and it gives us kind of a nice clean view of our measured sloping mesh in this case. So yeah, that's really the goal here, was to be able to determine our percentage slope of the mesh between 2 points that we pick. And yeah, I hope this was a useful exercise for you to learn how to do this. Unfortunately, there isn't a label that allows us to just pick 2 points on a mesh and measure the slope between those 2 points. So ultimately here we're doing a little bit of a workaround by placing a beam for indicating the slope between 2 points that we selectively choose in this case. So all right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed checking it out, and hope you learned a few little tips and tricks from it. Again, you can get this little rig that we've set up here with some of these values that will contain those properties, and you can download them for free from our blog and play around with them on your own. And would love to hear if any of you have any other methods for generating a percentage slope based on a mesh. So if you enjoyed this content and want to learn more, then I'll encourage you to go check out CONTRABIM.com. If you want to support us, then you can sign up for our membership, where you can get all of our different training programs and templates and tools for Archicad, including all of our estimating workflows and different toolkits that we've demonstrated in previous YouTube videos. But for this one, it's free, so go check it out on our blog. And until next time, hope you enjoy this workflow, and thanks for watching.